What is good? My Rags of Fitness people, my Rags of Fitness folks, my Rags of Fitness fam. It's your man Rags, back off up in this thing. And when I tell you I'm back off up in it, I'm talking about I'm knee deep all the way off up in it for my weight loss journey, people. Keep God first, very important. Keep your head to the sky and shake all of the haters off. And for all of my Crimson Tide football fans, can I please get a roll, Tide, roll, baby? Old Rags is back at original headquarters. I'm getting all of my stuff out of here and I'm gone. For all of the people that's been commenting, subscribing, that's been liking the videos, even sharing the videos, hey man, you got a special place right here in Rags' heart. Thank you for everything that you've done and been doing. You guys helped me get to 900 subscribers. Let's shoot it to the moon. Hey, for all of my people that's on the fence about subscribing to Rags' channel, hey man, if you think I'm controversial, you don't like what I say, I understand. You don't have to subscribe. But all the people that's on the fence that been watching Rags, the new people that's watching, hey man, what are you waiting on? Hit the subscribe button and hit it now. Hey y'all, I'm very excited about this here video because it's going to stir up a lot of controversy. It's going to make a lot of people mad, a certain fan base. It's going to make them real mad. But hey, Old Rags didn't come up with this. Old Rags saw this article, stumbled across the article, and I just read this article and I said, hey, you know what? I like this article. I like this article a lot. Hey! Now, everything that I'm about to get back with you on right here, and I'm about to say, that don't come from Rags, which Rags agree with it 1,000%. But I'm reading this from this site right here. Got it up on my computer now. So if you see me looking right here, that's me reading. I'm gonna try my best to put everything that I'm reading up here on the actual video so you can see it for yourself. Even go back and look at it yourself. So you can't get mad at me when you see the thumbnail, and you can't get mad at me when you read the title of this here video. Hey man, I love it. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so the people who published this website is called The Sporting News. It says here that this thing was established in 1886. Ooh, that's a long running old news place right there, old news article printing place there, huh? Hey, that means they might be a little bit reputable, huh? Let's go down here and read some things. The title of this is, they're gonna be ranking college football coaches from 1 to 133 for 2023 season, right? Now, I'm not gonna go over every last one of these coaches, 133 coaches. We're gonna talk about some of the main coaches, the top 2 coaches. Somebody's gonna be number 2 and somebody's gonna be number 1. And we're gonna have to guess who it is. And I think you can look at me by the excitement on my face, by the goosebumps on the arms, by the hair sticking up, the follicles that's sticking up on the forearm, the sweat that's dripping down the nose of Old Rags. I think you can tell who's gonna be old number 1. But if you don't know, now you know. Let's get to it. Ah! Roll dang on Tide. So, let's go down here. They said they're gonna be ranking. Now I told you this is Sporting News, right? Is the website. This right here was published today. It's May 25th, 2023. This is a 17-minute read, it says. But Old Rags is not gonna read everything in this article. We're gonna get to the important stuff. And everything else that you wanna go and read on your own, you can go read it on your own because I'm gonna put it up here and you can see it. Okay. So the picture right here that they have up, one of the first pictures, you see Mr. Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. You see Lane Kiffin right there in the middle. And you see my good guy from Notre Dame. I forget his name, I think his name is Freeman. So you see Freeman, the third one, right? And the first few sentences read, should Georgia's Kirby Smart be ranked number 1 on Sporting News annual 1 through 133 coaching rankings? It became a legitimate debate with Alabama's Nick Saban for the first time. That's pretty strong, Kirby Smart. You're getting up there. Not quite. Smart has 2 national titles, but Saban is arguably and in our opinion is the greatest college football coach of all time. It's a close call, but Saban is #1 in our rankings for the 8th consecutive season. So I've given it away. I done told you that Mr. Nicholas Saban is the best coach. These guys, in these guys' opinion, and guess who else's opinion it is? In my opinion, and in the whole state of Alabama's opinion, and Tuscaloosa's opinion, all down there in T-Town, that's their opinion too, that Mr. Nicholas Saban is the best coach. He's one of the best of all time. Arguably, the only coach he can go up against is Mr. Bear Bryant, and he walked the sidelines of Alabama, and Brian Denny, down there in Legion Field, and all of them himself. But that's the only person that really compares to Mr. Nicholas Saban. Now let's go back to this. We're going to talk about some things for a minute. Like I said, it's 133 coaches that they have ranked here. I'm not going to go through all these coaches. We're going to make this video as short as possible. I'm just here for one fan base and one fan base only to show you. And I know what they're going to say. I'm going to tell you what they say before they come. They're going to come. They're going to say, hey, man, this is the fall of an empire. They just trying to scrape up anything to come up with anything. We're living rent-free in their head. That's the only thing they can come up with. Rent-free. Oh, we're rent-free. Oh, we're rent-free. 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 That's all they say. Rent-free. 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 But hey, man, it ain't just me that's saying this. This is this guy's opinion. And it's mine too. And if you don't like it, you can scream. But by the way, Georgia fans, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, because you love this Mac and I'm putting down on you. Now let's go right here and look at it. Now, it right here says the rest of our rankings turned up a few movers. They talk about Mel Tucker, he dropped 27 spots. Iowa State Matt Campbell and Mario Cristobal, they dropped 23 spots. Things of that nature, right? They're talking about all the coaches, 133 coaches. But we're gonna get to the nitty gritty. That's what we want to do. So we're gonna scroll on down here. They're talking about it. They got different brackets, 70 to 56, 50 to 26, right? Mr. Mario Cristobal is now 34. He was previously 11 on the list, right? Dan Lanning with Oregon, he's number 25 now. Mike Norvell, he's number 24 now. He was previously number 43. I tell you, Mike Norvell is going to be a threat to a few guys, man. All right, come on, let's go. Wait a minute, guys. Let Raz get back to where he was at. Okay. Kalen DeBeer for Washington, he's number 23 now. PJ Fleck, Minnesota, he's number 21. Lane Kiffin is number 20. Okay. That's in these guys' opinion right here, right? Pat Narduzzi, he's number 17. Mark Stoops, Mike Gundy. Jimbo Fisher is number 14 on the list, right? James Franklin. Mac Brown is number 12. Sonny Dykes is number 11. After that drumming that Georgia put on you, Sonny Dykes, I don't know about that. But this thing about Sonny Dykes and them TCU Horned Frogs, they're going to blow the doors off Colorado. So let's go down. Luke Fickell is number 8. Lincoln Riley, number 7. Brian Kelly is number 6. I don't know about that either. That's a little high for old Brian Kelly. Ryan Day is number 5. Jim Harbaugh is number 4. Dabo Swinney is number 3. Guess who's number 2? The top two coaches in college football. And number 2, the runner-up. The runner-up is Mr. Kirby Smart. Now, Mr. Kirby Smart, that is an upgrade from last year that had you ranked at number 3. Your record is 81-15, right? And right here, it reads, it's got a lowdown. The lowdown reads, should Smart be number 1? It's a legitimate debate in present tense. Georgia will be number 1 in most preseason polls after winning his second national championship. The Bulldogs have 25 NFL draft picks the last 2 seasons, and Smart has compiled a 37-3 record since 2020. The 47-year-old coach is one of just 3 coaches with multiple national championships, and he put his own personal touch on Saban's model. His own personal touch on Saban's model. He took everything Saban taught him and he went over there to Athens with it. They're always going to be second to Alabama. He's taking what Saban taught him and he's taking it over there. You can take the things that the master gets you, that he give you, but you can't be the master. Because we know who the master is. Let's go back to this. A third straight national championship will force our hand. They said it'll force their hand to make him the #1 coach, but he just ain't done enough yet. That little pretense, false little dynasty that they got going on right now is just not enough yet. But let's go and read Mr. Old Nick Saban's. Let's go down. Nick Saban. Last year he was #1, and this year he's #1. Next year he gonna be #1. The year after that he gonna be #1. When he retire, he gonna be #1. When he's gone away from this earth, he gonna be #1. He's gonna always be #1. Cause guess what? That Alabama Roll Tide brand, he went all the way over there to Italy. He went to the coast. He went to the city. He went everywhere. And everywhere he went, all he heard was 2 words, and that was Roll Tide Roll. Because that brand is so strong, you don't even hear them over there talking about the Lakers. You don't hear them over there talking about the Celtics. You don't hear them talking about the Cowboys. You don't hear them talking about the Chiefs, the New England Patriots. All you hear them talking about is Roll Tide Roll. They don't even talk about the Michael Jordan and the Bulls anymore over there. They don't talk about them Bulldogs, them Volunteers, them LSU Tigers, Auburn Tigers, the A&M Aggies. They don't talk about any of them over there. They watch soccer more than they watch anything. So when you say football, that's what they think about. But when you say football over there and that script A is over there with that crimson color, you know what they say? They say Roll Tide Roll. That's what they said over there in Italy when they seen Mr. Nicholas Saban. They don't even know nothing about football like that over there, American football. But they know them 2 words, Roll Tide. And guess what? Every team in the NCAA out of these 133 coaches, these 133 teams, all of them is going to know those 2 words when it's all said and done. Roll Tide. Because that national championship is going to come back to Alabama. I want to hear you say, Ice Cold Dr. Pepper here. Back when them commercials used to come on when we was winning all them national championships. Ice Cold Dr. Pepper here. Roll Tide Roll. Now let's read Mr. Nicholas Saban lowdown. It says here, Alabama has gone 2 seasons without a national championship, and any perceived panic speaks to the ultimate standard Saban has set in Tuscaloosa. The Crimson Tide have a 115-12 record and a .906 winning percentage in the college football playoff era, and are the only school with a winning percentage above .900. Alabama also is 37-4 the last 3 seasons, which is just half game behind Georgia. This is the case to put Kirby Smart #1, giving the Bulldogs on top. They're not on top of nothing. But Saban remains the best college football coach of all time. You know what that means? That's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. So if you got any gripes, if you got any complaints, rent free, if you want to talk about any of that, you take that up with the Sporting News and the guy who wrote this article. Because it seems to me that there's a consensus around this college football thing here. And I think we all know who the best coach in this college football game is. Who's the best team in this college football game thing is. And it's been like that for the last 20 years. See, we've been winning these things for a long time. To my 18, 19, it's going to be 20, 23 of them. We're going to win a whole bunch of them. A bunch more. And it's going to start this year. Because Mr. Kevin, the real deal still, is going to talk to Mr. Charlie Strong, and they're going to come up with some analyst stuff going on that defense. And they're going to be talking to Freddie Roach, getting that defensive line right. Mr. Robert Balla getting them daggone linebackers to blitz and knock your quarterback all the way over. Your running back going to be fumbling. He going to be knocking him all the way over. And them daggone cornerbacks are going to be going for pick sixes. They're going to be nasty. I'm talking about freak nasty. So you better get ready. Because old Rags is here to talk some trash. Now, I'm only sprinkling this game on you for one reason and one reason only. The game must be played. And the season is going to come about. The month of May is almost over with. And it's about to be June come next week. And that means that we're going to have 2 months. In the month of August, football is going to arrive. You're going to feel it in the air. You're going to hear the bees and the bubbling of the bugs, all that stuff coming about, the smell of the popcorn and the smell of the peanuts at the football games. Oh man, it's going to be time for some football to be played. And when the smoke clears at the end of it all, that script A is going to most definitely be in the top 4 of them playoff committed choosings. Whatever they choose, they're going to put that script A in there, and you best to believe it. And it's going to be so many people that's going to be looking, saying, hey man, we thought they was done. These guys are just creme de la creme. I mean, the cream just rise to the top. These guys they're unstoppable. This is a machine that just creates havoc for anybody that gets in their way. And with all of that being said, old Red's got to get out of here already. Yeah.